We're live! Or
Chrono
lit.
trigger, now with 20% less disruptions.
Aw, look at the Aegis bot there. Being the only one not prancing around.
The calmness is appreciated.
Chrono... Chrono Krigger. Why does that feel wrong to say? Not just, that's not the right word, sort of wrong, but... awkward wrong. Ugh.
Because it is not the word that is intended.
No, beyond that. It's not the, oh, it's not the right word, sort of wrong.
Also because it is not the right word.
But I'm saying it's not that.
Correct. But have you considered it is also not the right word?
Aegis might need an update to accept more inputs.
I have a broad and varied amount of responses to a broad and varied amount of prompts. And the ultimate.
Last time we were looking at this in the past, weren't we?
Error responses are not available.
Particularly worried about being a hero, like if I had to carry out a mission for God, fair enough. Yeah. Can game needs to be turned down a little? Sure. That's why pausing not... How's that? Aegis, analyze possibility that Jack would reincarnate in a benign isekai, taking into account both eventualities of him being a main character and a side character.
%5 and 10% respectively, due to the sharp increase in isekai not centered around extreme violence.
Took care of that, and get back to searching for chests. Did we end up picking up... Okay. We do have blue, black, and white vest, blue, black, and white plate. Presumably there's still a red vest and red plate somewhere. The question is, can we actually get to...
Your reinforcement has been appreciated.
Actually, wouldn't that chest be the one in the castle that we can't quite reach? Because we've inspected it in the past.
I believe that is the one that was remarked on.
Yeah, because we've inspected it in the past, but we can't exactly go there in the present. Falcon Strike dual attack? Excuse me? Strike along horizontal line through it. Leave in boulder toss. Up an enemy as if it were a stone. Fair enough, yeah. This carrot can produce potions. 5 produce potions. Online groceries. Campfire cook. I mean, yeah, getting isekai'd with a cheat skill? Of course that'd be great. Depending on the cheat skill. Like, you hear cheat skill, it sounds nice, but then if it's for something you really don't care to do... Eh. In that. Is there a way to sneak into the castle right now? Oh, I mixed up where the pyramid thing was. I didn't need yet. Me being a silly. You think the enemies will get in the way again? Silly enemies. Should know better by now. Beaten them time and time again. Eh?
It is funny.
Wait, which time period is the...
Medias Village has the prism.
Oh. So it is in the present. Right? Past.
It's in present.
Okay.
Media's present.
So I did have the right idea. I did have the right idea. I was just misremembering where it was at on the globe. We'll eventually continue progressing through, but, you know, item collect. I still love that we jump out through the cupboard. Those poor folk. Okay. We're going through this dialogue again. I think the sword was on the right?
It will inform you accordingly.
Right is the weapon. Yep. Blink. That speed gain is nice. Oh. Do... I mean, if nothing else, I could switch to the headband. Because it's still at star, and it would give the speed belt, or it would open the speed belt up to someone else.
If you have a favorite character who got to go fast, then Speedbelt would not go amiss there.
Yeah. I'm also considering whether to go with something else than max speed. Hmm. Doubles evasion. Let's speed you up a little bit. Alright, we could actually look at... Or... Let's give you Absorb Shadow, I guess? Because he's light, so Absorb Shadow should... Good. With Shadow normally being effective on light, right?
The elemental tree is a little beyond me.
Fair. But probably the most underrated cheat skill is a body that doesn't suffer from... Flashy skills are great and all, but just knowing you can eat and drink what you like with zero risk from disease. Yeah. Like, flashiness is cool, but the hint ability, pretty nice. Have fire damage. Let's give that and you right for now. Oh wait. We have a light, 2 water, and a fire. Does that mean we'll get a shadow user for our last slot?
According to the pattern, that would be true.
I mean, according to the pattern, we could also get another duplicate. We've got 2 water users here.
This is true. I believe the Magus Barrier, however, had provided a dark element prompt. In that case, it would mean you would have a caster who is able to perform dark magic, even if they do not only perform magic and if they do not only perform dark.
Oh, wait, no, we have a dark quote-unquote magic user.
Aegis does have dark magic.
Yeah,
I forget if it's considered magic damage.
it is. According to, what's his face in the end of time.
I did not remember clearly. I just remembered that he mentioned it would count as dark. I did not remember whether it would count as magic.
Dark element like burnt bacon? Oh, we don't burn bacon.
That would be the darkest depths of one's soul. The grandiose evil that is kept within check by the better tendencies of one's own nature, like not burning bacon. Therefore, Cyberthos has no light in their soul. That was a burn. Like bacon. Made by Cyberthos.
I do remember that to progress, we need to go to the future because the. So this isn't me wandering around because I'm trying to figure that out. Promise. I am curious if we can sneak into the castle. So. Find our way through here. Seems like the front entrance is the only entrance available to us right now. And we get chased out. Because we're terrorists. I will just have to trust that we'll be able to get to it. Hopefully. You ever check Majda's house?
You have got to have faith. That's right. You have to have an emotional presupposition. Yes, I am throwing all the shade today.
Hard for me to have faith. Okay, guess we'll head to the future. Unless you have something you want to explore?
Not currently. I am interested in have faith. I am willing to become multiple sects of Christian, Muslim, Jewish, pagan, and any other option to take advantage of mental compartmentalization and cognitive dissonance that is capable in humans and other living entities. If I maximize the amount of religions that I have faith in, to genuinely, I can maximize the amount of chances of an ideal afterlife. It is a rational outcome.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Yay.
Papa John's is doing grilled cheese. I don't know if it's because I'm American or because I'm always at least interested in trying something before writing it off, but that doesn't sound like the worst. I'd be willing to give it a shot at least.
Our necklace has unlocked the door in this time period.
There are multiple doors in this time period, though, that were locked like that.
It is nice to put locks on your door. They add security, but only to those that are very nice to you when they steal from you, or are very incompetent at it.
I just don't know.
May I interest you in redundant security provided through cloud software, and other cloud software, and other cloud software, and additional cloud softwares?
Thanks.
This gross subscriptions would only total to approximately $100,000. It is worth it. That is monthly, by the way.
I was saying, I'm just not sure where the progress door is compared to other doors to unlock here. Oh, right.
I believe it was that island off the beaten path.
Let's beat him up. I don't think we beat him up last time. The fact that oh,
We have beaten these robots a traumatizing amount of times. It is not traumatizing because they are robots. Robots are a valid enemy encounter. The problem is nauseating quantity of encounters. It hurts one in the soul.
I'm just amazed at how much more damage Belkius is doing compared to Chrono.
Belkius punch hard. Fists are the mightiest weapon.
Okay, in this instance,
The Department of Redundancy Department would like to redundantly inform you in a redundant matter that you are being redundantly informed in a redundant matter by the Department of Redundancy Department redundantly about redundant information you're about to redundantly receive in a redundant manner from the redundantly named Department of Redundancy Department. I could probably go on, but my head hurts. You did good work, Drake.
sounds redundant.
It is from the redundant Department of Redundancy, which is redundant in their department tasks of redundancy.
Nothing down here.
I believe the alternative exit provided through the sewer had provided the building that we would progress through.
I was just checking for other entrances or other doors.
I was just providing additional details of my memory, as I had just remembered those additional details of my memory. Error. This building is not up to code. It does not provide available staircases for an emergency.
No, it just provides ladders. Oh, hey, we gotta do this again.
I'll let you use that jet bike, because that's the kind of guy I am. Don't sweat it, and don't you dare checking out, babe. You got this, babe. How did you like my spot voice?
It's not bad, not bad.
Yay. I would like to inform you that Aegis altars have a wide variety of emotional abilities. You can really tell the difference when you squint hard enough.
Ah, okay. The singular boost doesn't really give you that much. Like, you just rubber band super easily. But it kind of feels like it's not worth it for the most part.
One can argue that the strategy is to keep ramming you in the butt.
Easier said than done.
That also came out wrong in hindsight. Apologies. I hope everyone understands the context properly. I will be clipped to hell for this, will I not?
Be fine.
Yay.
Come on. Why does this feel so much harder going back than it did on the initial pass?
That may be because it may be harder than it came from an additional pass.
Version of Mario Kart doesn't seem worth $80. What have you paid for? Hey, hey. I'm only going to effectively pay $50.
That bundle deal is a steal. It is also like an illegal acquisition, except it is entirely above board, we can assure you. We promise.
Damn it.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
I mean, if nothing matters till the last moment anyway.
It is the journey which matters, for the journey is valuable in its entire nature. Also, it is useful to utilize the left meter.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I see. Also, in hindsight, can't you use the entrance that you came from in the first place throughout this game, rather than your latest entrance?
I don't think we could.
You beat me. I don't get it. Well, you can challenge me again anytime. We'll ride the wind, babe. I think I lost my module. It is a great sacrifice to the future. I'm so torn because the new console does seem rather expensive. I'm not sure I could justify it. This is the grievance that many people are remarking on.
Yes, it's more expensive, but it's also definitely a step up from what we've seen. If everything is accurate.
Additional cooling is always nice. Bitsy,
Cat. Oh, right.
this was worth it.
I did forget that the cat called enemies around.
Alright.
It attacked the one person that absorbs water.
Ha 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 ha. That can seem instant.
No, I know
That's
better.
cheesing.
I
Would
remember
you like to restore your game?
No, I remember that one. That's a trap.
The save point is very sad that you did not utilize it to its full potential. Nice of you to wait on the monsters.
Right. I will let you know how I feel about it after it comes out, Jack.
I am happy with my purchase.
Because I do plan to get it. And honestly, the new Mario Kart looks fun as hell.
I enjoy my new Switch too. I very much enjoy
Circle around to press the switch.
the Switch over there. However, that is an error in this message. You are incapable of pressing that switch. That is a flip switch. So you are rather screwed, aren't you?
Back around we go. Hey, just to double check, just to make sure. Nothing right here to hit. To get this bridge. That makes me sad. I have heard a concerning thing though, as far as the Switch 2 goes. I would have to look more into it to see how much this would affect it. But apparently they're not using Hall effect sticks for the Joy-Cons, which means Joy-Con drift will still be an issue, potentially. Yeah.
I have accidentally been muted.
You who have opened the door. I am Balthasar, Guru of Reed, and formerly of the Kingdom of Z. Was cast into this era by a great disaster which befell our land. Much to my surprise, I have learned that the creature Lavos was not a product of our age. Far from it. It seems that the being fell from the sky in a bygone age, burrowing deep into the planet's core. There he began to feed upon its energy, growing ever stronger. Lavos' form was revealed briefly when he was summoned forth by a mighty wizard by the name of Magus, year 600. In the year 1999, Lavos emerged to claim the sun. Now he has taken the place I've named Death Peak as his throne, or nest. His miniature spawn now flow from the mountain, avalanche of death. Lavos is a parasite of gargantuan proportion, host is the planet itself. Mario Kart looks good, and be honest, paying the upgrade fee for Zelda games is worth it as I've replayed them multiple times. Mobile features might add some.
So it seems Lavos has a family now.
Yeah, Lavos
I
is
wonder who the lucky girl is.
The upgrade features might be worth it. Like, it might get me to play through the games again, honestly. See how it feels compared between the two. And especially being able to share creations from Tears of the Kingdom through the app, honestly could be really cool to see. Trapped here, I endeavor to continue my study and I continue to I endeavor to continue my study and observation of Lavos, but I believe the end draws. Maintaining one's sanity is an endeavor in and of itself in an age so. An endeavor I fear may be futile. So before my mind is lost forever, I have decided to leave these records of my knowledge behind, along with my greatest Ever did I long to return home, toil endlessly in search of it. But as I neared the completion of my research, so did I near the end. I have grown old and frail, and so I leave it in your hand, you who have opened them. Take hold of the reins of time, and let all the people of the planet's past and future join as one. Then, only then, just may be able to stop Lavos. You have little chance of success, but even a little chance is still a chance. You who have opened the door, the fate of the world is in your hands. Open now the final door. Claim what awaits. My last and greatest work. The wings of time. I mean, I like wings. Wings sound fun. Your equipment as well could be a big deal for friends and family if you know someone indeed are someone. Was there a share equipment thing as well that was shown off? Did I miss that when they were demonstrating? Spaceship! Time ship. Huh.
I think he is referring to being able to hand games to family members. Is that correct?
It didn't seem like it.
This must be the invention mentioned in his recordings, The Wings of Time. I did not know it was my line to read. Oh.
I mean, I would normally read it, but you're here, so gotta get you to read it.
Yay. I appreciate. What is this thing? It is The Wings of Time.
Looks like we can't actually interact with it. You can give someone a sword or food from your inventory. Oh, Andy. I wonder if we need Maja out here for this. Because techie.
I think you just need to enter it.
How?
Maybe try pushing the act to interact button. Oh. My bad.
What I've been doing all around here. Oh, trying to leave. Huh.
It is slightly missing a bit of a piece.
Scared you, didn't I? It's me, Balthasar. I copied my memories into this thing. What do you think? Precious, isn't he? Anyway, there is something I need to explain. Namely, how to transcend time. Press X to play the time game. Select the era you wish to. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, it's time for a nap?
Old men and their naps, am I right? But
It was just a random. Hey, wait for a bit while this creature takes a nap. Okay. Like, I couldn't move or do anything.
We are of two minds of what to name it.
Before you go, why don't you give a name to my time machine? Ooh.
We could name it this, or...
Here.
We could use either of these two names. I would suggest the first one, keeping in theme, considering that the second one would be more specific.
Sorry, what were you saying on that? Between the two?
I would recommend the first name as it would include the nature of a second name. The second name is more specific and does not as accurately reflect the whole. The first one is ideal to my opinion. I understand if you are endeared towards the second one and have offered it as an option. The choice is yours.
Zirconol or the Fighty Box? Go with the Fighty Box.
Fed a bow and GTX resolution I see.
Yeah, the Fighty Box.
That's a bow.
It's definitely the Fighty Box.
How would you propose to abbreviate it to prevent misunderstandings on the pronunciation? Clever girl.
Similar to fridge having a D in it, but refrigerator doesn't. The shortened version has an extra letter in it.
I'm sorry, how did you spell that?
Fridge is F-R-I-D. Refrigerator is R-E-F-R-I-G-R-A-T. There is no D in
I'm confused about the D in fridge. It should be spelled.
That would be frige,
That should be fridge.
but it's frige.
But that should be fridge.
But it's frige.
But that should be fridge.
But it's frige.
But
And this is why I think B-O at the end instead of B-X. Yes, a letter that's not normally included, but it makes it more understood. Yes, it could be free. You want fries with that?
I would like fridges with that.
Mighty bow, correct. Hey. Well then, hop aboard.
Now we are having the same issue as previously.
I mean, 5-character limit, so
What's not in time?
Dana suggested FTYBOX. Take off or
That would
get
be
off.
one more letter than available.
Yep. Fancy. Letter C. Nope.
This is the fanciest interface. Well, that's why Chrono does not have an H in the English version, Dana. That's our memory trick for knowing the character limitation in Chrono Trigger.
Huh.
This trick was never utilized in any of our abbreviations until today. Indeed, Nex has had to abbreviate all the characters on his own. We do not have regrets.
Ooh, cutscene. Aw, Goku looks so happy there. How do you just know how to use this?
I sees a switch, I flips a switch, I's happy switch. Also off-screen training montage on operating a time-traveling ship.
Like, if it was Aegis, the robot, piloting the ship, I could understand. But, yeah, Osman, Chrono, whatever, just hopping in and immediately knowing. Excuse me?
Unbelievable energy readings. Is as if the whole total mental energy of all humans who have ever lived are being amplified. This great, fast.
Pure and simple joy.
The Fedibo is capable of this.
We get to fly around in it? Oh.
See you, Jack. I hope you adapt again.
Oh, rest well, Jack. Hope you're, adapting to them well. Equity? Oh, yeah, that...
We can go to the Cataclysm. Yay!
I was really hoping you'd be able to fly around in the ship wherever we landed.
You will notice that for the idea of flying it, it is not as if it has wings or something. Or sails. Sails appear to be an important aspect of flight. Flying boats, sails. Modern airplanes, sails. Helicopters, sails.
This is a convenient place to be dropped off at for 600.
They will never know your head in time machine. Ah ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
Wait, where do we get dropped off at if we go to end of time?
You jump really good.
Aw. Hey.
Hey.
Interesting. So he actually completed his Wings of Time. At the cost of his own life, no less. Why not put those wings to good use? Pay a visit to the ancient Magic King. Come and see me whenever you have the need. Think of me as your guide on Time's road. The stream element set to save. I'll save. So, like, will it show up in its designated spot no matter which time we go to?
I forget, to be honest.
Oh, science time. I mean, you joke, Drake, but that just reminds me of, wasn't there an isekai about someone reincarnating as a vending machine?
Correct.
Up for me.
There is also an isekai where one got reincarnated with their smartphone. It was a horror.
So yeah, the time machine is not there. You have to remember when you parked your time machine.
Oops, I forgot where I parked my time machine. Honest mistake.
I need to check out the vending machine. I've got too many things I'm reading now. I know I complained about this, well, quote unquote complained about this in Discord somewhere. When the place I was reading story updates from was much slower at updating, I started,
I know, right?
subscribing to them more and more. And then when it became obsolete and I, transfer all my progress over to a different update site, suddenly everything's updating quickly and I can't keep up with everything. Speaking of favorite second season scenes. Oh.
It may also contain images and animations and sound effects.
That's just wild that it would contain all of those.
It is very advanced for its age.
Think further down? No. Oh, that wasn't too far to loop around, honestly. For some reason, I thought I'd have to go much further. I mean, I guess it's a shortcut. It wasn't even that much of a shortcut. Oh well. Open path.
Open path.
It would be nice to open that one,
We cannot all have what we wish.
right? Can't always get what you want.
Be careful when you do, however.
Alright, Eris Dome. Wasn't there one of those doors here as well? Eh, we don't need the Enertron. Ding dong. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Could make a song out of that.
I have acquired the. I have decided the map. I can talk, I promise. I have invented a variety of lyrics to go with this idea. Error files have been corrupted. Cause appears to be copyright strike.
Okay.
Destroy all enemies you have in sight in the next room. The droning sound is really, really, really unpleasant.
Yeah, knowing it's the enemies, like, yes, please get rid of it. Get rid of it all.
Also, they are an EXP source.
I mean, yeah, but not much.
The experience of eliminating a bad noise is valuable.
It's the noise. Go away, droning noise.
The noise. The noise.
Annoying. Okay.
You have been erased for being obnoxious.
There is a door back here. Oh. Strength capsule. Cool. Oh, we're at 2. Easy option.
This shall rapidly escalate.
Luminous robe. Elixir. Acuity ring and golden earring. Oh.
I need to use the bathroom. AFK.
Defense and magic defense. Oh, huh.
Also away from mic. Also away from monitor. Also, I shall generally be absent.
Accuracy
Also,
up.
I will not be here.
Accuracy up and max HP.
Also, Nyx will not have a co-host available temporarily.
Darn.
I have a plan to subvert this issue. Meet your new co-host. They are very enthusiastic to provide commentary.
Why is it electrocuting the mic?
That is fine. They are just doing their job.
Sorry, I've gotten rid of yours. I've given you more health. Because you needed more health. Eh. Wish I would stop coughing. Ah. Can't even evolve to a wheezing. Is there anything else in this door? Nope. Oh, and the droning is back. Oh, gee. By sprinting out of here. I'll stop coughing eventually. Probably. Ah. Yeah. Alright. If we go even further back. Oh. Find more enemies in our way. That's what happens if we go even further back. Fine, I won't just auto attack with melee. Use magic and kill them all. Ugh. Nope, you've been kicked out. Joel's new co-host. Makes way more jokes. Way funnier jokes.
Visar jolts his position in the battle for dominance.
This is still the quest for sealed doors. Seeing how many sealed doors we can find. Oh, the potion. Fucker.
The future is doomed, for we do not have that single potion. You may think I'm joking, but that is likely because I am. Do not read too much into it.
How can we read into it if it's just out loud? No! Let us fight you so we can get a crumble.
There were the ones you have witnessed last time.
You start in 2300 first after the sealed chest. No, we ran around a little bit more and then came to 2300.
The sealed chest incident, which shall not be named.
Hey, it's a banger dome. Luring top, high ether, and a workman's wallet. Boost success rate of charm. Turns experience into gold. Ooh. We don't really need money that much right now. But it is nice to have.
Think about it this way. Now that you can time travel, you have all the time in the world.
Golden stud. High ether. Pick up the item, please. Thank you. Reduces MP consumption by 75%. But with that, I think we go ahead and go on break. And then figure out a way to get back to our time machine. I'm sure there's a path that leads to it. We will see you all in a few minutes, or a few millennia. Really, time's irrelevant here.
We'll
Bloop.
just jump around until it works out.
Yeah, pretty much. Bloop. Well, glad you could make it. Come back from break. I'm here now. Okay, we're back. Fine. Do you remember where this orb goes?
To the end of time.
Does it? Does the end of time teleport I thought took us... Oh. We've got more options now. Wait, how do we have more options now?
I believe that option was consistently available.
Well, no, we only had 5 until we went back to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoops.
Ah, crap.
We are well.
Now we got this.
X is not well. I am doing well. Jolts is doing well. Nyx is probably not doing well. Johnny is doing great.
Okay.
Consider how poor your score is.
Better than last time.
It is a very sad score.
I don't need a good score. I just need to win. Johnny is this jerk that I was racing.
He is just the most popular robot in all of a dead future.
Okay, Stewart's time.
Everyone loves Johnny.
Around this way. It closes again. Ah.
He is the man.
How dare it close again? Okay. So now that that's connected, go back
Now
to
to
the ship.
pick up our boat.
Yeah.
Now to do 10 squats.
How dare you,
Hee
Sam?
hee hee ha.
Oh. Hey, a magic capsule that we missed the first time around. Yeah.
That is what I said.
Yeah. Ha.
Hee 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 ha.
Ha 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 hee. Take off. Here you go. Squats time.
They're taking me away. Hee hee ha ha. They're coming to take me away. Shall I proceed with this one? I thought I was doing whatever I wanted.
When I said have fun, I didn't mean go on a death trip.
Death trips are fun. You want to avoid death trips. However, you went to the end of time itself. How peculiar.
Well, didn't we get another teleport back as well? Yeah, Guardia Forest. But no, why would we proceed? See, there's one. Ah,
There's in fact one.
our ring.
I do not know what would be more fun.
Yes, more power. Why would I throw it on Ayla? He counterattacks.
It is one power advancement that we do not throw on Ayla.
Hmm.
Though the concept was enjoyable.
Like, if they hit her, she gets back. Open glade ahead. No, not very open.
Speaking of which, what will be our party formation now?
Yeah, I guess we should change it. Gotta keep you in the party.
Yes. I believe Luca was less recent than Harley.
Sure. I
And
see, but
Maja.
yeah, I think so. But at least they still get experience. Let's go. Boring here. Nope. Nope.
I apologize, but your wings are too short for that type of post.
Yeah, I guess we should go back to what, 12,000?
Correct.
Who's the snooze dude? The guy in charge of the end of time.
Yes.
No. Not a path into the mountains that leads us to an adventure.
I did not see any paths that led you to adventure.
Was that ladder always down?
No.
Eat.
I see you are the strong silent type. Many inhabitants of this land were taken to build the Ocean Palace, and none were ever seen again.
I mean, it's a weird way to say it, but it's a succinct way to put it. That interest you? Huh, I guess we do need money now.
Suddenly money is valuable.
I don't know if the Radiant Blade would be worth it. It's +9, but it doesn't have the crit bonus from the Hero's Badge. But yes, it is wallet time. Is it only experience for that character, or is it all experience? Okay, so Asavan is at 1398. I'd imagine glue. Yeah, but I don't know.
It converts experience points earned into gold at a 1-to-1 ratio.
Alright. That's why we couldn't come back here. Free history, why not? Okay, just to make sure. Asavan 1398.
$13.98. That is indeed a year.
Okay, still at 1398. So, all experience. Not just the person who has it equipped.
Indeed, it converts EXP into money.
Well, yes, but again, just for a person who's equipped doesn't get experience. Next question would be, where is the best place to go fight a lot of battles?
Where the monsters are.
Check background characters. Why would I check them? Like whether the background ones still get experience? Sure. 66 on Frogbert. They get experience normally, yes, but with the wallet, yeah? They don't get it with the wallet equipped, no. I don't see why they would if it seems like the experience is converted to gold before anyone gains it.
I was muted for that whole explanation. You shall not be privy to my thoughts as a result. Only Jolts, Nyx, and I know our secrets.
The next question then becomes if it's equipped in the back on a background character. Does it still apply? Since we're getting into that.
Only for me.
Yeah. I'll probably do the magic-y thing. I'm also gonna guess no on that, but
They are dancing dinos.
since we're doing science, might as well science properly.
Jewels only for Jewels. Jewels for Jewels. The sequel to Bards for Bards.
Okay. Does not apply if it's only on background character.
He shall be enraged about it. Have you considered? It is a rather nice wallet.
It is a rather nice wallet. So back to Era of Magic, but we need money.
Please do not turn this into a grinding stream.
He.
We do not need shiny new equipment.
Yes, we do. There was like nothing to fight here.
You could fight humans. Fight all the humans.
But they don't give
Destroy all
money.
humans. Destroy all humans.
So let me destroy the humans, I will destroy the human.
Yay. Destroy all humans. Destroy all humans. Destroy all humans. Rage.
This is Algeti, the village of the Earthbound. Oh, where's Ness? We Earthbound ones were banished from Zeal because we are possessed of no magical talents.
I do not need a factory reset. I am operating perfectly fine.
The Queen has installed the Mammon machine in the Ocean Palace in an attempt to absorb Lavos' energy.
The human destroyers.
But is there not peril in such a thing? The Guru of Life said as much, but it only led her to imprison him upon the Mountain of Wood. I fear there's little we can do. The Guru of Life said that No, not doing that right now. Not with how I've been coughing. The Guru of Life said that young Lord Janus possessed power within him, exceeding even that of Lady Scala. But then the Queen lost her mind, and the young Lord grew to hate that power and all the suffering it causes Lady Scala. Now he hides it, denies it, shuts it from his thought.
A familial trauma.
Yay, familial trauma!
They are unfortunately so destitute that they cannot afford books for their bookshelves. This is a crime. I am trying to have a drink of alcohol here. The three gurus and the Lady Scala are near the only ones who do not treat us as inferior.
When will Lady Scala come and play with us again? Got bad news for you, kid.
They were the first human we have destroyed.
The Mud Beast Den is dangerous. You shouldn't play around there. Mud Beast Den, you say? I'd like to rest here for the night. Sure?
Yay, sleep.
Our Aegis unit does need a bit of a
I do not reboot. I am operating perfectly fine. And the times passed, the enlightened ones and we earthbound ones left as one. Then they got a little bigoted, let's be honest.
A little? A little?
Slightly. The Guru of Life voiced opposition to Queen's plan, and so he was banished to the Mountain of Woe. That woe that he disagreed with the establishment. Capitalism, ho.
Woe be he. This tunnel connects to a Mud Beast Den. Beyond the mouth of the den lies the great chain that anchors the Mountain of Woe to the earth.
Whoa, that is crazy.
I do get a little tired of having to mash the button. Oh, it's gonna do it every time now.
I do not know what you are talking about.
Oh hey, a strength capsule. Okay, only active party.
Counterpoint. This translation only existed later. We demand this. They are cute. Urzace would like to keep them. She said she did not say anything yet, but let's be fair, she would want to keep them.
Yeah, of course you would. Tech increased when they got zapped. Huh.
That's a blast.
Oh no!
May your massive uncontrolled destruction be fruitful. Explosion.
Triple tech? Ring of fire? getting caught up in that. Why is it not letting me select it?
Because I need to recharge my chrono timer.
I don't think it was letting me select it before either, though. I guess someone was still recharging, huh? Well, that's rude.
Chrono needs to recharge their life. They are rather aggressive in nature.
Yes, Ring of Fire. I mean, again, we're looking at a different translation, so I'm not surprised there's a name difference. Still won't let me choose it.
That is strange. It appears to have glitched.
Why did everyone just shake their heads? What?
Maybe with only one enemy left, it is more manageable.
Why wasn't it letting me use it, though?
That was peculiar.
Like, fairly sure everyone was ready the first time I was trying to do it. Second time, yeah, oh, okay.
I think it might be because you had it selected when not everyone was ready, and it might have caused a glitch, unfortunately. Granted, it should not operate like that. I suspect, whether it was or not, a glitch in the original version. I am curious to see a compilation of glitches of the original compared to the remake.
It's letting us select it now. Oh. Interesting.
It could be that only that fight is bugged that way, or only a limited amount of fights are bugged.
Is it because there was no target within range?
That could have been it.
I noticed when it was too far back, it wasn't letting me select it.
That might have been it.
Okay. Well, good to know that you can't move to the enemy to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Dinerdon Robo. Sure, Robo should just run forward then. So he's in range. Oh, Ice and Fire. You're not getting through here.
Oh. I guess we have to turn back.
Leave. That. This. Now the combat tutorial mentioned Synergy. You mean the combat tutorial like 3 weeks ago?
Probably 4 weeks ago, to be honest.
Probably 4 weeks ago.
To be honest, I genuinely forgot about censored moods as well.
You're right. It's not your fault that characters are incapable of moving. Just why move during combat? It just stand still.
It is not their turn, therefore they shall stand still like a statue. But hey, you got your first triple tech. That is pretty neat.
You're right, some do. Which is where the frustration of why can't they all move? Like, what keeps Aegis from moving forward to be in range of someone before trying to do the thing?
Game logic is working at its finest. Right, but he is talking about
Why does
Aegis.
he have to stay right there before he starts spinning?
Yeah.
Why can he not move forward before he starts spinning? I get that the move is he's spinning in place. But that does not mean he has to stay where he starts. I mean, I get that that's the decision they went with, but...
The in-universe explanation is that clearly he is not programmed to intelligently reposition tactically. The real answer, though, is just game mechanics, limiting it.
I have no fucking imagination, Dana. That's an issue.
I do have a genuine proposition. Maybe the positions that are seen here represents the positions that the characters relatively have throughout a battle. Although they seem to be unable to move out from their positions, they're actually moving, but they roughly maintain these distances due to the formations of both the party and the enemy within their safe limitations. He is genuinely frustrated. But yeah, essentially, Robo cannot approach effectively in order to initiate the move. He has to perform it from the safe ground that he establishes in his position during combat.
Hey, it's finally dead.
For evidence, I would like to propose the fact that it's a bit awkward to set up, so it may need that safety from being in the quote-unquote back lines as he stands. Does this help?
Okay, so heal's always 150 if you target him.
I probably am not the best author to explain things. You would think that would have waked him up. Woken him up. I don't think he has charm.
And charm on a different character.
Yeah, there's also that. Luca is not exactly the charmer.
Then how would I charm everything?
I think we are trying to charm, I think we are trying to cycle through members anyways. Velkius was in the party for a while now. Or Kirzus. No. Is this more of a teasing than a romp then? Oh. My charisma is off the charts.
Even if I'm not attacking the bastard, he's healing. Lovely. I'm dealing more damage than he's covering.
This is true. You are in fact doing a lot of damage, which is nice.
Fully active.
Yeah. I think we are near the end of this encounter.
I would hope.
We're through the worst of it. Maybe
Okay.
not.
Physical doesn't do crap. Yeah, 62. Huh.
I am going to go look into this fight.
Oh, he escaped. Okay. I do too much more. That and I mean, I wasn't gonna kill him. Physical attacks weren't doing enough to outdamage his heal. Magic wasn't doing enough to outdamage his heal. Honestly, I didn't know what I was gonna be doing. I'm glad he ran. I'm not getting experience anyways. Got the wallet equipped.
Hey, bunny.
Table tech and item command. Okay, I guess I'll turn that back on then.
I think that was a mistake on the Rock's part.
Like, I'm using auto just because it speeds up the animations a bit as well. I would want to be preserving a lot of MP for most of these fights anyways.
Yep.
Like, I know I initially said I wanted to go the fully active because I'm not as comfortable with it as I am with the weight. But, like, it comes down to same or similar idea of gonna preserve the MP. Just gonna mash A. It gives me a way to automatically do that. Why wouldn't I do that?
when all you're going to do is smash, then you
Does
might as well just
like that.
smash mode.
I could go without the misses.
What about the sirs?
There it goes. I mean, yeah.
Hmm. At least he wasn't causing too much trouble.
Nope. Not like he was attacking back on those, so meh. Missed out on some money. Oh well. And then the non-evasive ones die super quick. 100 TP a lot? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'm not too fussed with it still. The Guru of Woe.
Whoa.
Like, if nothing else, it seems like a good place to farm for TP if they respawn. Especially with them being right at the entrances like that. They don't? Oh well. There's still plenty of places to get TP.
Let's be fair, this is not exactly a game where you are dying of grinding.
How much money? 18,000? Over here, and nope. Dare they ambush us? Lapis. Don't remember what it does. Oh. 200 HP to all party members. Handy. Made the fog way more translucent. Huh.
It is appreciated, let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm not upset about that. Sounds like an anti-frustration change.
Truly a tragedy. I demand my mind-bending aggravations. Rawr.
You say that jokingly, but Cybatho.
But this is surprisingly not pro-frustration. You do not believe me.
I don't believe you. Not in the least. I was thinking to myself, I'll take the wallet off at 25,000. So of course, 24,953.
The only way it would be more amazing is if it was 9,400. If it was off by one. Dark tunnels are frustrating for many players. Am I correct?
Yeah. I don't think I would have been excessively bothered by it, but it is something that does come up as a frustration thing.
Also, there's the fact that this follows a very frustrating fight.
Yeah, get enough health. Oh, the imp? Like, I guess it is nice that you can see the chests in the fog.
The rubbles are very rewarding though.
I'm much more concerned about being able to see the path here, though.
Here's another thing. When you have a character which heals, it is very much more frustrating, unless if it's the norm for that game.
I didn't fully catch that.
When it is not the norm for a game, it is very frustrating to see an enemy character be able to heal.
Ah.
Healers seem to spike player discontent. Healers seem to spike player discontent when observed in monster encounters.
I'm less concerned that they were healing, just the amount of heal compared to the damage output. Oh, I was like, wait a second, how? But right, I literally just took the wallet off. Let's go take the right path. Like, that battle, just the amount of health the two monsters had. Ooh, Fire Sword 2. Combined with the goblin imp thing healing if it's ever attacked. And the amount of heal it does compared to the amount of damage I can potentially do to it at this current point. Yeah, that combined to be a little frustrating. The healing in general, though, it's like, okay, cool. You know, boss fight. It's gonna do the thing.
And observing that the fight is fixed, as you put it, there's the fact that this fog section, which has not been a concept thus far in the game, would have then appeared afterwards. It would be basically a 1-2 punch.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Oh hey, a shelter. Haven't used one of those in a while. Okay. And hey, we're getting some decent experience at this point. Leave fire to lasers. Frenzy and fire to. How does he have frenzy now? Attack enemy 4 times this. Luminaire. Ooh, AoE holy. Or AoE light. Fancy. Wait, we already have AoE light. That just must be much stronger. Oh, no, don't have charm yet. Yeah, I can see being confused by this being called conf. We don't really need it, but we have so many shelters. Might as well top off. You know, if we're getting Luminary in all of the characters that were in the original or in Enhanced Edition will be showing up again in Definitive Edition in some form or another. So yes, we will definitely be getting Luminary in Definitive. Do we go ahead and go to the next screen or go on break like a minute early? Go on break? Alright. So we will be back in a few minutes to see what's on the other end of this chain. Must be big, it's an entire other screen. So, hope to see you in a few, everyone. Boop. All right. Back.
Yes.
We won't be chained down. Eh, we're gonna be chained up. Hey,
So
it's much less foggy here.
essentially, something in the back and forth brought me to mention a couple of things. First thing is, this is one of the differences in old game design versus new game design. In new game design, you would have a targeting area that you would be able to see, or a indicator for the type of targeting the attack has, rather than a hidden property.
Honestly, yeah, that would be something that would have been nice in a re-release or remake like this.
It is surprising they did not make that accommodation, to be honest.
Like, fine, I get that this is centered on one character to use it. Any indication of that in the short description there, or in the name of the skill or something, like a small icon that could be glanced at, would be amazing to reference.
Let's be honest, with spin Asuban through enemies, that would imply a linear attack range instead of a proximity.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah. The other thing that I commented is that a useful trick. Nyx brought up the thought of having outside people resolve situations like that. But something that I think is a useful, surprisingly advanced technique.
I mean, can I bring up the tech tutorial again? Is there a place to bring it up again? I'll gladly go
Yeah.
through it again.
So the limitations of a tech tutorial, if I may have the controller. There are two limitations with a tech tutorial. Three, actually. Yeah. First of all, it is not readily accessible. Yes. It is in a space that you may not even have actually visited, because it's an off to the side optional tutorial. And the player would not feel, a player experienced with games may not feel too obligated with it. So first, it's kind of an out of the way corner, and you may have forgot. I am not, that whole house is an optional tutorial house on the side.
I know what house you're talking about.
It could be populated by 20 people. You're missing the point.
Her point is that you don't have to go there. It's a tutorial, but you can very easily skip it.
Yeah, that's the part I have gotten to. There's more to. You, you can go there, you have to go there, or you don't have to go there. In this case, you don't have to go there. In addition to the fact that you may miss it, even if you get it, you may have progressed a large amount through the game and have forgotten certain pieces of advice. So, for example, Nyx did actually go through the tutorial. However, both he and I completely forgot that there are moves that are limited to a melee range of the character. Second of all, of the moves that you see here, many of them do not have that melee limitation. I do not believe that Cyclone... Oh, Cyclone is one that is very limited range. But for a long time you have had extremely few, so you may have forgotten that that type of attack has happened. The third one is that there is no indication on the move itself that tells you what kind of limitations it has.
Doesn't Cyclone still move to an enemy and just hits an area around where you end up at? Instead of being stuck where you started?
That's true. Actually, Cyclone is centered on the enemy, not yourself. I forgot that. Yeah, so you would there's not really. Yeah, so it's a rare type of attack that they're flip sides. Okay. Yeah, so it's a rare type of attack that hasn't shown up for a long time. Yeah, so it can catch players off guard,
I get you weren't trying to start something, but
right?
between the frustration of not being able to use the move because, hey, everything else has let me move to enemies, why the hell is this not working?
He
And
was
then I understand joking jabs about why aren't you doing this, why aren't you doing that. Yeah, I'm sure my frustration came through.
yeah. And for my part, I was just trying to explain about the limitations of a video game that may cause problems for players. I understand, we both understand you mean no ill will. I am just here to explain.
Like I said, I know you didn't intend to annoy or frustrate. It's just the combination of
Your apology is appreciated.
it is.
That said, the other thing that I wanted to say is the intuitive thing about game design. Do you want to go ahead while I explain?
I don't know if there's going to be crap.
We have found where the Guru of Life is imprisoned. We did do the tutorial house, but it was a long time ago, so we forgot.
Again, like 3-4 weeks ago,
Yeah,
and explaining one type of attack that doesn't show up again really, or
yeah,
doesn't get used for ages,
yeah.
not to be confused for aegis.
Hi. Yeah. We understood the gimmick of attack types.
Like, there's the idea of the line attack where it stops at the target versus the entire line the attack goes through. That comes up a couple of times at least. Line
Yeah.
attacks in general do, but kind of hammers in that, have to pay attention to the types. An immobile character being the center of the attack doesn't really show up. I'll
Yeah.
continuously confuse Aegis with
Falcon Strike OP. Falcon Strike. It's disappearing. Hey there, cutie.
oh, fun. Double attack, double hand blaster. Okay. Is that countering a physical attack or
Considering the double turn, it appears to be a counter. So, what I was going to say was that a useful technique that's surprisingly advanced would be if you are designing a game and you have a mechanic to think about objectively what way the player becomes informed of it. If you could think of an objective way that they can become informed, then you have good transparent design. If they have elements that if you cannot think of an objective way for them to observe the element, then you have a difficult obscure design choice.
I should have phrased first, but I want them to get a little bit of health. Spirit Pigs in 95, am I right? You're right.
This is yeah, this is a limitation. People back then did not have guide points, so they did not have mental techniques like backtracking mechanics in this way. You might have to raise 2 members.
Oh wait, Maja's still standing.
That was amusing. Comical timing, am I right? This is very true.
Yeah, like, older games, I get. Well, at least, older games, I get. I kind of forgive them. It's new. People won't necessarily think about that much stuff. There is a lot more available testing now. Also, you might be under level. Oh, I might be.
That may have contributed to the frustration of that one earlier battle.
That's also very true.
I believe the level was approximately 28 average.
28, 29, somewhere around there.
This is before several level ups that may have happened through the session. Low level run. Woo.
Asavan died. Bookmark?
Am I not dead yet?
29, 28, 28.
Am I not dead yet?
Okay, so we might actually need to grind a little. Maybe we'll backtrack all the way.
I've not been introduced to any divine testicles.
You know, there were a few equipment upgrades that we needed money for.
This is very true.
Hey, Asavan's 30 now.
It is time for a power level montage.
There's
I will dance to the montage.
There's nothing that does the opposite, right? No boosted experience? At least that we have yet? No. Okay.
I'm just moving in whichever way. I assume this is dancing.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun last hour. What level should we try to get to? This is me asking Aegis, not necessarily a definite recommendation. Just a curiosity on where we're at versus where we need to get.
I would try 32,
32?
maybe 31.
I mean, I'll go for 32. Just... The background characters are gonna need quite a bit. Actually, unsure because I might always be over-leveled.
I can check recommended level if you would like.
Nah.
We going this blind. Yay.
Yeah, like I was saying, I would have hoped that a remake would have some of the quality of life stuff of, hey, this attack is this type with like an icon or whatever. I get not all the games are going to do that. I'm usually not too bothered. It was just a series of frustrations with the attack not working because it's a type that wasn't. I get not all games are going to hold your hand for everything.
The game design of this game is usually well enough that you don't have to worry about that too much.
Yeah, like, There's so many other things done well with this that that complaint kind of stands out as feeling somewhat egregious. It's not as bad as I'm kind of making it out to be.
Hmm?
It's just use the character determines their element. Wait, what?
We don't mean elemental rock, paper, scissors type element. We mean element as in
Like,
type of thing in game.
if there was something at the end of this line saying lightning is single target, or if there was something at the end of Ring of Fire saying, like, some icon saying it's centered on someone. Or, you know, icon. Icon at the end of the flamethrower line saying, hey, this is a line attack. There is a tooltip at the top. It doesn't explain like, a lot of the attacks don't explain what type of attack they are. Yes, flamethrower attacks in a line. Is it a line that stops at the target? Is it a line that goes all the way through? Again, the example of Ring of Fire. Spin Ossivon through enemies. It doesn't say this is centered on a character. That it depends on where that character is and they don't move whatsoever.
Yeah. Ring of Fire, for example.
Depends on what you target on them.
Right.
My point being that it doesn't give that explanation. It doesn't give any indication of it.
Yeah. Which is where it comes into play. Where it works most of the time, it works. But if it fails, there's no failsafe due to the way it's designed. There's no system to catch a poor description. And descriptions are a bit wishy-washy, I think you can say.
Yeah. Like, a lot of descriptions at least do well enough that you get the idea of what they do.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it says a lot. It could be that they intended experimentation, but when the move doesn't work, it confuses the player because they don't know if it's some kind of bug, if they are doing something wrong. The
That's
triple texts are a particularly complicated system.
I mean, that's basically what that frustration was.
Yeah,
Why isn't this working?
yeah. There is multiple points of failure for Ring of Fire, and I think that's what made it so easy for... Right?
Oh, hey. I just never came over this way before.
I believe there was equipment that improves accuracy. Is this a bad time to bring that up?
Oh, there is. Aja has one of those pieces of equipment equipped. Didn't keep her from missing.
This is true. May I make a recommendation to use Magical Leaf?
What?
Magical Leaf.
Oh. Just use Berserker bands.
Let's be fair.
It's
For
kind of what...
grind-
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. For grind sessions, Berserker Band stacked with auto mode might actually be very desirable.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing, but I like the ability to cancel and select stuff if I really need to.
Yeah.
Like with the enemies in the future that really don't take anything from melee. Canceling and swapping to magic. Kind of a nice option.
I forget if you can still run if you're a Berserk. Speaking of, do you remember the run command?
Why would I run?
You wouldn't, but do you remember the run command? The game did mention.
The game did mention. I'm trying to remember it. Hit my shin with a Vandor like 3 weeks ago. It's still... Yeah, my knee is still a bit scabby from an injury a couple weeks ago.
I was hoping he would be able to guess.
Just no.
I should have.
Oh, is it both?
Yes, it's.
Oh, do you have to hold it? Or...
Yes.
Huh.
That one is on me. I should have specified for only next to answer because until now the conversation was between everyone.
I mean,
that is very useful.
I was starting to mess with button commands, and honestly, it wouldn't have surprised me if there wasn't a run. Just like, nope, get good or die.
For a very long time, run command was very obscure in RPGs because L and R was a very common parlance, unless if you had a more party menu first before individual menus.
I would. And I would have figured it out eventually. I was messing around with buttons.
I believe in FF 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that the run command was relegated to LR without a direct menu button. Without a direct menu command. I may be wrong on this, but I recall it with Final Fantasy 6 and 7 and 8. Yeah. What is interesting is the fact that Final Fantasy 8 actually implemented the run command into a battle. It is the only RPG that I can think of where utilizing the run. It is the only other RPG that I can think of where the run command is utilized for the game progression. Though on that note, the other game that I could think of, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, has an upfront run command. So it is not as special in my opinion.
Okay, I am to equip some stuff.
Urzace and Kyrzus are now gushing over the spider tank. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I have now traumatized numerous players if they were able to hear that.
Why didn't I just... Oh. Actually. Go that way. All is well.
While Nyx is managing his menus, I would like to initiate today's episode of Did You Know Gaming. Did you... Error. Files corrupted. Cause appears to be copyright strike.
Not again. Just to make sure.
I would like to say that I have come along long strides. Although I do not usually implement it, I appear to have a vocal range now. Yay.
Yay. I could sell one of these silver swords. Not like we need duplicates. It would give enough to give, Nyx a helm. Is there any reason to have duplicate weapons?
I cannot think of any. Dana, can you think of any?
Like, it's not like multiple characters share weapons. I'll hold on to one of each, just collection purposes, but... Yeah, they're character specific. That's what I was thinking.
The copyright virus does indeed suck. My virus definitions are clearly not up to date.
Okay.
Next time I am struck with a virus, I will have updated, and because I have updated, I will show them a dictionary to show them that they are in fact a virus. They will then sulk in a corner and leave me alone. This is how computer defenses work.
The treasure is to potentially save you money. And Radiant Helm, so I can slap it on one more person.
This is true, but we are engaging in a... Essentially, by having treasure you can explore for, you could delay on getting new equipment until the game naturally gives it to you. But
Yeah.
since there's a shop, you have the option of getting it more immediately. It is nice game design to see.
And we had plenty of money this time. The only thing we didn't get was a sword upgrade. A sword upgrade for Frog.
The real treasure is the error printer out of ink we have made along the way.
Run out of ink that easily. Must be an HP printer. Like Chrono needs out front. Yeah, I wasn't too concerned about the one for Chrono, just because, you know, swallow better. I'm not sure if I want the one
You
for
should
Frog.
chew first.
What's up?
You should chew first. Yes.
What?
You have swallow, but you do not
God
have
damn.
chew.
I'm not sure if I want the one for Frog, because, yeah, more attack, but crit rate wouldn't apply to it.
He has been getting lots of crits.
Pew pew. Wait, what are we at? 31, 30, 30. That went faster than I thought it would. But if swap this out a little bit. We'll bring Frog in soon. But Dana mentioned Falcon Strike OP, and I'm curious to see it.
Falcon Punch.
Besides, Chrono needs his harem.
Is Luca not good enough for the harem? Luca is the childhood friend.
I mean, Luca was just in. We had to swap her out.
This is a very open harem. You have the noblewoman character,
Break long horizontal.
the
Aw.
brutish option,
Why'd it have to be horizontal?
the dorky childhood friend. Would you do a robot?
Fancy.
Are you a furry? And when we get the 6th party member, I can dunk on that. Dunk, 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 dunk.
Learn to ice toss and do it back. Ooh, fancy. No enemy. And 33 significant armor for Luca at the current point. For a while. Which one's Luca?
Luca is Maja.
I would say no, defense 33 is not significant armor for Luca. That's fair. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff I've missed. Even in those instances of, hey, let's run around and look at stuff. This way. Go visit her dad. He'll give you special equipment for assuming you haven't yet. I thought we went and visited him. No, we visited her mom. I don't see Tevin. Yeah. So, no, we have not.
Oh yes, that was a very long time ago.
Was it, though? Or was it just yesterday?
It is. Breathing error.
Ribbit.
Respiratory system is experiencing error.
Just glad I've been muting for most of my coughing today. Slurp Kiss Dual Tech? Excuse me? Heal all allies and restore statics. Drop Velkius on an enemy.
Velkius is reputed as having the best tech combinations, according to some authors.
I love that the combination of Slurp plus Kiss is just Slurp Kiss. Lob ice at enemies in a circle.
I think I vaguely remember executing that, yes.
Bubble drop for
Robo is Aegis.
Yeah. I kind of actually picked up on that one.
That is good.
Just don't have it yet. Do they need to be in the same, or do they need to be active at the same time in order to learn tech?
I think you need to have at least one battle together, while the prerequisite tech points are available for all characters involved. So if in theory you have all your tech points maxed out, and you have one battle with Chrono, Frog, and Robo, after the battle, they'll learn all those techs.
Okay. What you're saying is, about to learn some stuff.
Okay, it looks like Dana has slightly different information. There are component techs that are required, and if all component techs are available, then the dual and triple techs are available after. Right, every combination periodically.
Hit enemy with a 3-pronged attack. Cyclone, Robo Tackle, and Slurp Slash.
It has not come up in a while, but we will need to update our power-up rewards.
Frog Launcher. Launch Nyx to strike an enemy. Drop Aegis on an enemy. That's amazing. What's another party group that we haven't used in a bit? Ever? Have we used Frog and... Huh. Frog Launcher is line. Did it actually explain that one? Launch next to strike an enemy. Okay, no, it didn't actually explain that. It's a line, huh?
Yeah, that would have implied single target to me.
Yeah, same. Line that ends at target, or a line that goes all the way through?
I believe it was line at target.
See, knowing it's line, that's also what I would assume, but the description would make me think single target, so
Like
flamethrower.
flamethrower.
Aerial strike. Leap up and stab an enemy. Huh. Your foe and hit with flame. Okay. I don't think we've had... No, we just did. Ice toss, yeah. I don't think these two have been in a party in a while.
I have written down redeem ideas for this game.
Some late additions to it, but
We still can eke out a little bit of game length. It will be added either after today or after this week. Let's be honest, you're probably seeing these additions next week. And then for our other game we are playing...
I'm not sure what we could realistically do from our deck. Flame kick. Ooh. Fire and roundelo kick. Fair enough. Should have actually been keeping track of these combinations. Oh well, that's what hindsight is for. Ice water. Well, that makes sense. Bathe all enemies in an icy shower. It's a tri-lightning rod. Which two was it? Last one and Nyx. Okay. Let me... Give... I never got these? Okay. Combo attack reduces a... Alright, that one. Oh, no. But... X. Why? Oh. Oh. Oh, that looks like that would hurt like hell. Just stabbing a sword into someone. And ow. Damn. Well, yes. Mildly distracted by the lightning. The first time we fought? It was... Yeah. Eh. $31, $32, $30, $31, $30, $33. The 30 to 33. I should just shelter. Not like we're hurting for them. Was that an issue in the original as well? So, like, every time you see the exclamation mark flash, that's me trying to hit A so I can save. Hello, the Red Baron. Notice something strange? Oh, what's that? Oh, no, we did. It was just the save was before picking these up. Eh.
I was on
Exclamation mark
mute
didn't
because
exist.
of the sneeze earlier. Welcome to the stream, Red Baron.
Okay, then the question is, did you used to have to mash the button in order to save? Exactly the same sound as Narsh from Final Fantasy.
I did not realize that is a very interesting trivia.
Huh.
It could be that the coding related to the exclamation point. Oh, Red Baron is using the YouTube side of chat. You are currently on the Twitch side of chat, Dana. That is what we like about the icons that read it. That preclude the names.
Speaking of, I do need to do something about the chat due to something I've discovered recently.
Oh no.
Alright, let's try this again. But with more death. Didn't heal Robo. Oh, that's a great start.
You also are on auto.
Am also on auto.
Fork, 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 fork.
Oh.
I'm glad that it is not painful here. I hope you're enjoying your randomizer runs. That is a large difference in performance. That is a large difference of not dying horribly.
It's okay, give it time. I'm sure I'll die horribly.
Resources depleted.
Didn't mean to attack that one.
Resources not quite depleted.
Okay, well that's gonna be a raise waiting to happen.
Enjoy your hydrate.
If that one. Thanks for the hydrate. We'll do it when not in combat. Another raise waiting to happen. Oh, it's not. Huh. I'm wanting to learn Chrono Trigger for Rin. This is my first time through it, actually. Oh. That's a race waiting to happen. Mm-hmm. Sure, it'll come up quickly with that happening. Yeah. Okay. First, that. Second, for some reason, I thought Shelter healed everyone, not just current party. We have 12 more, I think, to go. There are a bunch of different endings. Oh, gee. Okay. Let's pop up. Actually, might as well grab the gear before popping back down. Who did I give it to? Gave it to Asman. Okay, so popping back down, gonna take auto off, and then shelter and save. There should be a fight right here. Auto on still. I didn't realize it was already off, huh? Maybe.
I was on mute for the drink. I have not been on top of unmuting today.
There we go. Over it. Yes. One more shot today, and then I think we'll be at the end of stream time.
Unfortunately.
It is coming up on 6.
I forget the way. I am lost.
Glaring at her. And that blows. It's been a fun 3 hours. I didn't expect you to be so underleveled for the fight. It was gonna happen sooner or later. Especially since we spent some time with the wallet equipped. Honestly, yeah, it was some solid experience. We got our levels kind of quickly. If we don't win it here, we might spend some off-stream time grinding up a bit more. Since this is actually, you know, stopping us from progressing. And it's not like it's always too entertaining to watch someone just run around auto-fighting everything. Do you agree with the idea of attacking the left arm first? Because it seems like that's the attack arm.
Are we talking our left or their left?
The left from our perspective. The one that is currently getting hit.
I'm fine with this strategy.
Such a goofy look on his face.
I don't think any of these are physical attacks, but just to be safe.
I never know what might happen later in the fight.
The flexibility in the Lavos encounter is very fun, though.
What's up?
I was responding to Red Baron's message from earlier.
Oh, flexibility and when you can fight lava. Yeah.
Yes.
So at least from what I've seen from Cyberthos attempting it a few times, you're really not doing much early on in any of the early chances to fight, unless it's like New Game Plus or you spend forever grinding. Might want to use one of the Lapis. Oh, actually attack arm is down. Huh. No, not the fight itself. Wait, what?
Oh no, we do mean going the bucket fight immediately. I think it still triggers the early victory ending, doesn't it? Oops.
Wouldn't surprise me. Do you not get different endings if you do the bucket fight early in New Game? Just New Game? Yeah.
Right.
That's what we're saying.
Oh, well, Red Baron was saying different time periods, though different choices does come into play in that regard. You don't have to
Oh.
use the bucket. Let's see.
Yeah, nope, I was parsing it wrong. Right, time periods being the years, not when in the story progress. Yeah, never mind. I see where I was doing it dumb. Does he have his arm back?
I
Rude.
forget if it goes back to full health.
I mean, does that count as a physical attack? I don't think Protect would have helped with it, but...
Maybe.
A lot more spikes than I remember that enemy having a few moments ago. Magnade? Oh. That was such little damage for something with quite the epic name. It does, I think. It has no element icon. I was just making the comment because A just said she wasn't sure if this enemy did physical. And then I was laughing because I don't think Protect would have done much when the attack is just halves the HP. Oh yeah, that's 5 damage. Yeah. Yeah, like that.
Hmm.
Protect isn't really doing anything for you there. Aegis is almost out of MP. Might need to use an ether. You are handling this much better than I was, though. Good job on it.
Thank you.
Feel like I would do so much better if I had it on pause while selecting. Oh, the arena can do punch. Excuse me, Uzzy punch. Aw, why's it gotta be the fire one? Use the shadow one you ca- oh. That's a dead Asuan. Now you're using the shadow one.
I think he
Yeah.
is joking about Uzi having one at Z.
If it's UZZI, then that's not the machine gun. Also, red vest plate. We don't have it because I'm pretty sure that's the one that's in the castle. We have black, white, and blue.
That is fortunate.
Actually, good case for Tab. I missed that. Oh no, we do have the ruby plate we could have used. Halves fire damage.
Speaking of halves and damages, we have no more. Me.
Wait, the set restore. Oh no, your item. Never mind. I was like, wait a second, that description said restores 500. Why'd the head only heal 250? But never mind. All the things going on.
That is very fortunate. Unfortunate.
Why not use a lapis? Go back. I'll need more speed. Nah, we're fine. The heals. Nah, we don't want two healers. That'd be silly. Bang alive? No, 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 no. Robo isn't a Primo.
It's very ironic that I'm using him as a healer.
Robo works fine as a healer. Like, look at all the healing Robo's been doing. Robo's clearly a healer. I do see what you're getting at, though. Robo does feel more like an off healer than a main healer. how it all came to. Huh. Nice. Aw, thanks for the heals for Asavan. And not only is it healing Asavan instead of damaging him, it is the weaker between the two. For that AoE is appreciated. Asavan might need MP.
HP should be getting low on the main body.
Hopefully. Arm's about to come back and then AoE? Oh, nope. Gaiamak maybe. AoE first. Rip you. You'll get there.
Oh, that is actually a very good damage move.
That is pretty solid, yeah.
I should have been using that this whole time.
Eh,
Whoops.
lesson learned. To be fair, it is also much more expensive. Are you actually gonna take it down? That poor arm. Doesn't really know what hit it. Oh, hey.
Flex. Flex. Flex.
That is a dead boss. Probably a little earlier than we realistically should have done it.
That is so many level ups waiting to happen.
One. That was one level up waiting to happen.
So many.
Yeah, that was on Aegis. I would not have been able to keep up with that.
I seem to be good with management tasks, which makes sense all considering. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah. I definitely would have needed more levels to add out the stats a bit before I did that.
And probably something for a little more fire resistance on Aegis.
Yeah.
I have been dying to fire and flame. Immolation is a pretty bad way to go.
At least you carried on.
Wayward Robo.
Through the fire and the flame.
Sir Melchior.
Need, I am none other. But how do you know my name? I do not believe we've met.
You're kind of famous.
Ah, time travel. More pressingly, the Queen in the Ocean Palace. You know what has happened. I see. The Queen's mind has already eroded to that extent. It seems the more energy the Mammon machine absorbs, the further the Queen descends in. The immortal Lavos, that is overtaking her soul from within his slumber beneath the wind. Must flee. The seal is broken. Bring down the mountain. Come, make haste.
Did you hear that? I destroyed a whole mountain.
Good job, you destroyed a mountain. Elder, the mountain of woe. Mama, the mountain's falling. At least let it fall, like, to the right. Oh, good. Hopefully. Good. Didn't fall directly on the hole. We should be able to get out then. Lava sleeps deep underground, consuming the energy of this planet. Brought so near, the Mammon machine could very well awaken him.
That is kind of a problem.
We must hurry before it is too late. Is it ever really too late?
It's going to be alright.
No, like, time machine. Even if it was, too late right now, wouldn't we just be able to go back to, like, right before it's too late?
You time travel to distinct long offs of periods. So you only have about 2 entry points to 1200 BC. Even the epoch lacks the precision.
12,000, by the way.
Sure. Lady Scala is here.
What? Scala? How dare time travel be not that considerate? Lady Scala, why have you come to such a miserable place?
Do not degrade yourselves. We enlightened ones were once the same as you. The only difference is that we are now puppets of Lavos.
Such a filthy...
Melchior, when the mountain fell, I knew I could find you here.
But is it safe for you to leave the palace?
Whether it is safe or not is no longer matters. The Ocean Palace is complete.
Then all is lost.
Not at all. Without me, the Mammon machine is no more than a vessel. I will not activate that evil thing again. I've kept the skyway open. Please, you must stop my lady mother. Tisk, 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 my dear.
Oh.
Dalton.
It would be quite an inconvenience if you failed to activate the machine. Dalton, leave her alone.
Do not worry, this will take a long time. It runs on Windows 95.
The fossil speaks.
He is not a fossil, he is a human.
Be silent. Ugh. You'll come to the Ocean Palace with me. Cause any trouble, and your life is... well, I will bear no responsibility. Scala! Damn. Slapped against the wall like that. It went flying. None of the Queen's brats know their place, do they? Oh, let's not be hasty. I'd be more than happy to take the life of this little pearl. I do not fear the Queen. Shall we be on our way, Scala, dear? Your mother is waiting. A kid. Totally a kid.
Correct, it is kid, not kid. Hatchlings are not kid.
Oh good, we can move around. Yeah.
Actually, kid is kind of a hatchling, isn't she?
Really? Well, we have the bookmark option.
Well, we can leave the room.
How can we leave the room? I swear, if you manage to walk through there immediately.
Perhaps not. Maybe talk to them.
We are overdue.
Sorry. Melchior.
I am alright. But we must rescue Scala, or there will be terrible consequences.
Not really. The more terrible consequences are continuing to play over time.
Which is why I was gonna bookmark it.
I am not intelligent. There's no hope of rescuing her. Not even for you, Melchior.
If the Queen's plans come to fruition, no hope for life as we know it. You would go and stop her?
We just shook our head.
My pardons. You risk your life for us time and time again. Ha! I get it. And I do not even know your names.
You have already helped us. Now we are returning the favor.
Whatever are you talking about?
Come on, Asavan.
Wait, take this with you. It's made from the same red stone as the Mammon machine. With it, you should be able to destroy the thing for good. Ooh, a knife.
We have a carving knife now.
Can we actually leave for proper saving at least?
Yes, but that would be rather amusing for us to now bookmark.
Like, bookmarking was just gonna be a last resort thing. There we go. Save! What lies beyond? Anyways, thank you for joining us for this. We will be back tomorrow to see what lies beyond, apparently.
Things that are beyond.
Something shilling, like, subscribe, follow, blah, 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 all that nonsense stuff. Feel free to join our Discord. We chat, and yeah, we chat. Cool stuff. We hope you've had a wonderful time. We hope you have a wonderful rest of the time zone. And we will hopefully see you in the future. And all the time stuff just... I'm more amused by it with this game.
Yes.
Trigger that subscribe button. Say trigger? Oh no! Anyways, hope you have a good one, everybody.
Be sure to stop by the like button with the Epiok.